It's good to see you. It's good to have you come. In a way, we're more than halfway. We're actually getting close to finishing up this class. If you can see, this doesn't have it. Let me just stop the share thing. There you go. So let's see if it'll show. Maybe it won't show. Let me try something else here. Let's just do this and see what happens. There we go. Okay, so what we need to do is go here, there, and let's go ahead and move this to the side. Okay, I don't know if this will. I'm thinking. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the calendar. Can you see the calendar? Let me put you on chat here. Okay, when I put up this, the calendar, can you see that? Anyone can put it in the chat. Say yes, no. Okay, good. All right, got it. Okay, so anyway, you'll notice that we're here, right here, 11, Monday, 11, Tuesday, 12. So we got these two this week. And then we're going back to Monday again, 18th, 19th, and then 25, 26, and 26 is the last day of Navajo Government's class. All right. So with that in mind, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days counting today. All right. So let's keep that in mind for a minute. Let's go. If there's anybody coming in. No, I don't see anybody. Might be it. We might be it. But I can introduce and I can put a video clip. All right. Let's see if I can go back now to our syllabus. And let's see, there you go. And let's go back to the big screen again. And it might be wise to go down just a little bit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's try that one. Okay, so and slide. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So let me get Kaylee in here, and with Kaylee coming in, yeah, there, Kaylee. With you coming in, we got 10 people. All right, yeah. So let's just real quickly. So I'm saying we're slowing down, right? I'm saying we're slowing down. So today, we want you just to catch up. All right, catch up. What does catch up mean? Oh, catch up means let's go all the way back real quick. So the first one, yeah, here, long walk. No, here we go. Okay, there we go. You're a newspaper person. You went and learned about the emergent story. Also, you listened to video clips of emergent story, and got some information. And then you chose one person that went on the, one person that got interviewed. You interviewed them. That was in the emergent story. So that's number one. And then number two was the long walk. So you saw all these video clips. You understood the long walk. You various people went on there, not just the people, but you get young and old. You had soldiers, you had even other people like Mescalero Apaches were part of that. But anyway, what you did there was you chose a point of view. You chose somebody and you said, this is what I saw, and you interviewed that person, or you just told about that person, said, I went on the long walk, or I was part of the long walk. And then you told your story, all right? And then we went to, okay, where am I? Okay, so there, number 3. Here, you select a leader. All right, and I'm good with people really looking at any of these guys because these are long articles. And if you choose Manuelito and somebody already did one, just select things that you would like to ask, a question to this leader. Manuelito, what's maybe he explained where he went on the long walk. What did you make it back from the long walk or something? Anyway, something in the article that's written and it's true that was written in here. So that's what you're sharing. It's like you're reading something and then you're saying, Manuelito, let me ask you a question about what was written about you. And then you tell the story, yes, from the article. So even though somebody else did a presentation, you are so welcome to go back and do another one. So don't worry about doubling up on information. Okay. So we did Socorro, we did Kelby, Letitia, Felicity. Okay, those are all folks that did this. All right. So after that, we went on to another one. And this time it was what we call teen issues, right? Teen issues. And you went to this article. All I said was, this is a sample, right? This is a sample of what you could see if you can start a way to address some issues, some things that young people would need a better handle. If they could have a program that could help them with any one of these things. Plus, this is just a sample. So because of that, you might say, there's another issue that's way, way bigger than one, or and it's just a thing that's happening that nobody's talking about. Okay. So there are many issues. I'm just saying these are some. Okay. So let's go back to this other one. If you have questions, let me know, okay? So I know some are on spring break, and so you work with this week and go on your spring break, come back, but your last day is the 26th. That's it. All right, as long as you do activities 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now we're talking about 4, and then the next one. I have to find. Do I have a 5? Maybe we don't have a 5. Maybe we just skip right to 6. This should be 5. Anyway, 5 is a timeline, a place where you kind of go back in time and an event that happened. And all you're saying is, let's go to 1951 AD. First woman elected to Navajo Tribal Council. So that happened. But let's say we haven't had anybody right now. What would it be like, today? Which is probably hard to do because there's even council delegates now. But anyway, you would choose something. Let's say we don't have any tourism, and you just say, if there was no tourism, what would it be like? Is it wonderful? Is it bad? Because tourism might be a way to make money, right, for the nation, especially today, because our nation has designed a way to do taxes now. So you can go to a Basha store, you buy something, and there's a tax, which is going into the Navajo Nation tax base. And that's how we use tax to help with things under us. Okay. So that's there. So even the industry, any business is now being taxed right now. All right. Any pretty much anything that's part of history, right? Navajo history. Okay. And you choose a not an issue, but an event that happened. Which you might say, if it didn't happen, what would it be like? Even the long walk, what if the long walk never happened? Would we be better off? Would be not so good off? You just write about it and share with us your thoughts. Okay, so there's really no right or wrong answer. It's just your thoughts is basically what it is. All right, let's go back. So I'm leading up to something here. Just hang in there. So this one should be number 5. And now we're here, Monday. So tomorrow I'll talk to you too about, I'm not totally done with this one, but I think this is going to be our last one, this activity 6. But I won't share that with you till tomorrow, unless you're done with this history thing. If you're done with this history thing, go ahead and read. First of all, I call this the current, almost like within the last 2 years, things that are issues that's crept up. I know one of them is called hardship checks. What is that all about? So you learn about hardship checks. And I also know about President Naz. He started what we call a townhouse meeting. It's not a chapter meeting. It's not a council delegate meeting. It's just an ongoing, when issues are being or coming up quickly, like every week. He says we need a township meeting. So to experience township meeting, you would go here and say, all right, here. So this number 2 is about president. He's kind of looking to the future. What do we need to do in the nation to make big changes in the future, right? I love that. I love that because in what I call core strengths, one of my core strengths is I want something big to happen to our nation. I want us to rise above all other nations and become one of the best, yeah. Not to beat them, just to be good, just to say that we're doing something good. People can come to us to get ideas, get ideas. And what I mean is, what if we eradicated? What if we eradicated diabetes?
It's a spider.
And we also here. There we go. So maybe that's a disease, right? Disease, diabetes. What if we had a real powerful program that everybody bought into and said, this is it. I'm going to do it from day one, meaning my kids will do it. I will do it. And I'll grow. My kids will grow. And that, I don't know, people will come around and say, Navajo Nation, how did you eradicate diabetes? And that would be awesome to share with the whole world, because I know the diabetes is all over the world. Okay. And they would come and they would learn about our program and they would get ideas, because it's a disease that eventually will kill, slow death idea. All right. So it'll be good to have you listen. In fact, maybe tomorrow we'll listen to one of these. Okay. These are some things that are they're more than 5 minutes long. Okay. The ones that you've been listening to are, maybe 5 minutes or less, but some of these are about an hour long. But it'd be good to have you start taking a taste of what's happening today. Here's one, number 3. It's happening right now. I mean, it's probably been happening. It's now being uncovered. It's basically what's going on. Human trafficking. And our current president, our current council delegate, our current chapter presidents, our current, state people, they're all dealing with the same thing, human trafficking. And you might as well learn about it because it's happening, which is just another issue, another big problem that needs to be solved, right? So, and I want you also to experience a live council delegate meeting. Yeah. How are they doing it now? I mean, right now the pandemic's really still kind of going up and down, right? It's kind of high now it's kind of controlled, and council delegates, they're not quite meeting, but how do they do it? And so that might give you a good idea of what's going on. And then the town meeting is the new idea that president has. It actually started with the previous president, but now it seems like it's happening almost weekly. Okay, so you get a sample of that one. One thing I do is, when I say do a sample, I mean, see how the
many people are ending up in the hospitals because of the vaccination.
So, and this is about 2 hours.
To give their real life.
So all you gotta do is go back.
Who's waiting in the wings. So if we could just open up in prayer now.
Now we want to go to president. Just so you can understand. Or if he's talking in Navajo, if you don't understand Navajo, it's going to be tough. So just move to a place where he's talking English.
I wanted first, so I'm an ED physician in Tuba City on the western side of the Navajo Reservation. And like all of the physicians here, we're working extra jobs. We volunteer outside of our own regular clinical jobs to help out, calling results to patients who've been tested, testing patients in the tent.
If you want to skip to another person, go ahead. He's going to show a slide, right? Show some slides. So that might be good to listen.
Vaccinated. Majority of the people we see in the hospitals are the unvaccinated.
Reporting about the
just take care of yourself. We even encourage double masking. Even wear your mask inside again.
If it's 2 hours,
doesn't hurt. I mean, we've gotten used.
Just move this red thing, okay?
We keep ourselves safe, meaning staying home, as President mentioned, travel only as needed, gather only as needed, and we're not, and
the main thing is I want you to get a taste.
A year or so ago, we had complete lockdowns and curfews
without meeting together.
But I believe that through some of those experiences, we know that every individual.
Okay, so that that is it. Now, I might need your help on this one. This is the last activity. You know how I say that the calendar. Today's the 11th, tomorrow the 12th. Next week will be 18, 19, and then 25th, 26th. So when I say last, this would be the last activity that I'm asking that you do. So number 7, we actually don't have a number 5. We went from 4 to 6, so we're actually saying 6. All right. So anyway, if you've done the last one, number 6, and you're ready to tackle the next thing, listen to the video clips, and then I want you to do something that's interesting. I want you to think like a president of the Navajo Nation, or a vice president, or a council delegate, somebody that's kind of has the in position to really see how we can make things work for the whole nation. All right, whole nation. And there I want you to do 2 things. Number 1, what is the new vision statement? What is the vision? How do you get that? Tell us why would you want to see this big, massive change? And what is it? Tell us what it is. Tell us this is the vision. And when I say vision, I'm talking about it could be done 5 years, 10 years, even 50 years. Something that will really bring everybody together. Everybody will buy into it. And everybody loves it, because this is it. This is what we want to do in our lives as Diné people. You know, what is it? Is it that we live or chase words? It's up to you. What does that mean? Well, it means this if you're a cook, it means this if you're a teacher, if it means this. So maybe that is a real, and a vision. The cool thing about a vision is it's not a few people that want that. It's like if we convince 70, 80, even 90% of the people saying that is a good mission, a vision. That's a great vision. And what you're doing is you're just asking a why question. Why do we want to do what we want to do? Why does Diné want to do this? Is it because they want to win the Nobel Prize? I don't know. No, they're not doing it for that. It's because they want to do something as a nation, like a big nation family. We decided this is what we want to do. And it's just a simple statement. And that's going to drive us for the next 50 years, maybe even 100 years. It doesn't matter if we ever accomplish it. All it does is it bring a nation together. And I want you to attempt it. I want you to think about all these things that we talked about. The long walk, the creation story, you're pulling everything that you've learned, video clips that you've seen about issues, about teen issues, about maybe just somebody said, somebody, for example, you've listened to Miss Lacey. She talked about chapters. Was there something that she said that says, oh, there it is, there's that statement. And whatever she said, that could be something we can buy into and say, yeah, let's head towards that for the next 50 years. I want to do it for my children. I want to do it for their children and stuff like that. And so you're banding together to make a big difference. And all you're doing is telling us why we chose that vision. This is my statement. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you, and all you're going to do is try to let everybody know here That's a good one. That I like that one. And from there, take some steps. Number 2, what are some steps towards that vision? And let's take that one that I said. It's up to you. It's up to you. And what does that really mean? Well, that means you can do it. You can do. You can actually do things on your own. You can be an entrepreneur. You know, entrepreneur in my mind is somebody that, yeah, there's rules, but I can go beyond that. Yeah, there's no this. I can do it. We can do it. If you have one thing you could do is listen to somebody like what's his name? Currently, the Tesla people, right? The Tesla people. Musk. He's created a dream. He created a vision. He's saying all our vehicles should be electricity, run by electricity. And then he's also saying we can go to the moon. We can have our next home is going to be on the moon. Not the moon, sorry, Mars. And create a way to have a community on Mars. Because our Earth is not going to hold everybody, stuff like that. But he's dreamed way beyond everybody, all right? And in a way, he's a one-man person, but he's doing it in his way. But I think about him, but I think our job is to help us buy in. It's kind of like a football team, right? Yeah, or a basketball team. We're on that team. We want to accomplish something, not to win, but for our people, for our children. All right. And so what are some steps towards that? 4 things, 4 goals. A mission is your goals. Right? 4 goals is called a mission. Year 1 or year 2, or by year 4, we should do this, towards that big, gigantic goal. Maybe the Ahojit Ego says, one of the goals is we teach young people from in our homes. How do we teach that in our homes? Because they're going to go to school. We're going to teach every Navajo class, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all the way up to 12th grade. We will teach the word Ahojit Ego and accomplish things while they're still young. What does it mean? How does it mean? Well, you learn things to be able to come like that, being an entrepreneur. And then we gather people to accomplish things that are small. So that by the time they become like college students, they have a vision of Ahojit Ego. And that vision says, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this career and I'm going to help the Navajo Nation do this so that they can accomplish Ahojit Ego. That's a vision statement right there. And so that goals are things that change. Visions are very stable. I mean, they shouldn't change. They should just grow, like a plant. As far as missions goals, we accomplish it, put another one in there. We accomplish it, put another one. So those are steps, right? Steps. So that's okay to have missions too. Missions, okay. A career could be a mission. Why you just do these 2 things, do a vision and a mission for our nation. Afterwards, I want to have class people ask you questions about. You said something about Ahojit Ego. How do you envision Ahojit Ego for a grandma that doesn't know? She doesn't have running water or electricity. What can she do with this word Ahojit Ego? Because she's not educated. She doesn't have electricity, running water. And so that might be a question. And so you're going to have to come up with a thought. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I know grandma is, she hasn't gone to school, but it does not entail language. It's sometimes it's just an idea that we want to go forward. And because of that, I think there's things that grandma can help us with. She can say it in Navajo better than all of us. What, grandma, tell me what Ahojitego means to you. And record it and save it and share it with everybody on multimedia, stuff like that. That's how she could become a Ahojitego person, helping others, right? So that might be a class question somebody asked me as I'm doing the vision. This is the way to get ahead. This is the way to be better. This is the way to accomplish every dream that you ever have. It makes you focus on your potential and your spiritual potential, your intellectual potential, your physical potential, your heart potential, your emotion potential. This Ahojitego applies to every area of yourself. You know, wow, let's vote for you as the president. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, that's what it is. It's just a big dream that you want to share with everybody. Not everybody, but with at least our class. You know, just put vision statement, and then very few words. Just like Ahojitego is very few words. It's not a whole bunch. It's not a 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long. No, it's just Ahojitego. This is it right here. Ahojitego, and then just talk about it. Say that Ahojitego is. I heard that in one of my video clips that I was watching. I really thought about it. And I think we can all band together. We can all say we can become Ahojitego. And maybe the Ahojitego is let's give each other little medals, you know, like my first miler or second miler, you know, stuff like that. When you accomplish big things in the community, but you're only in grade school, we won't give you a little medal called Ahojitego, you know. And then as you move up, you're getting bigger and bigger. 2 communities, 3 communities, you know. Ahojitego is alive in all those different places that I helped, you know, stuff like that. But everybody's working on their own, right? So that's what a vision is. A vision is something that we all band together to work for, you know. And I think we can. I think it's up to us. I'm a little ahead of you, but I believe that the young has dreams. The young has hope. The young has ideas for our people. And it's not too late to start. You don't have to wait till after I graduate or after I finish my doctorate degree or, you know, none of those things. Ahojitego is something that I can do right now, even though there's hardly anything that I want to do, you know, that I don't have everything. But Ahojitego is an inward idea. It's a feeling that creates you to do accomplishing things that nobody else has ever done before. It's like, I have a potential. I think I can do this. I can add 1 more person, 2 more people, and it grows. In my community, that's how we do things. And try to stay away from competition. It's more like gathering. It's more like we believed together. It's more like we all feel good about what we're heading towards. And I like this because I don't see this on the Navajo Nation. We haven't had a president or a group of council delegates or chapter or whatever. We have never brought everybody together to focus on a vision, a dream, a hope, you know. And one of those, if you ever wanted to listen to somebody that had a dream, Martin Luther King. He wasn't the president of the United States. He was just a guy that had a dream. And for his people, for the Black people. And he ignited some big gatherings, some big hope. Today we have laws. I always say, I thank Martin Luther King. Because if it wasn't for him, nobody would have a reason to believe in the Navajo's people's language, customs, way of thinking. He brought that all out. He says all people should, it's kind of like a tossed salad. You know how a tossed salad, you make a tossed salad? Here's the tomatoes. Here's the, onions or whatever. And each one of them have a part of the tossed salad. Everybody's important. Every nation is important in our nation, in our United States. And everybody has something to contribute. If the tomato wasn't there, we'd be saying, "Oh man, I wish they had tomatoes." You know, I wish the Navajo Nation was here. You know, but one of your favorite, maybe olives. You know, how come the olives aren't here? That tossed salad is not a tossed salad unless we have an olive. The olive people, it should be. You know, that's what I mean. We are creating a tossed salad. And it's different from what you call the melting pot, right? The melting pot, I don't think it's working today. That was the dream of the United States for many years. The melting pot. The melting pot was, everybody come. When you come here, learn the English language, and from there you can have a business. You can become whatever you want to be. The thing that's wrong with the melting pot is not everybody's got recognized. Only the guy that had the peso. Only the guy that can control whoever else. That was what the melting pot was all about, which some people still profess today, right? Come to America. You can be an American, which is good, but don't lose the language. Don't lose the culture. And that's what I mean about the tossed salad. The tossed salad makes us feel good to be a part of the salad. I want to be part of the salad because they recognize me. They recognize my people. They recognize we have dreams and hopes. And I want to make a big tossed salad with everybody else. So that makes more sense than the melting pot. All right. Anybody have any thoughts or questions? All right. We got presenters that we need to get going. All right, let's do that. I'm going to start. Felicity, are you ready? Maybe she had to leave. All right, let's get some people in here. Let me stop that. And Let's see if we can put big there. Too big. All right, that's about where we can be. All right, so anyway, today we need some folks. You can actually type in your own name if you want. Megan's got one. 2. Kaylee got 1. Actually we got 2, I think. No, 1. Okay, let's go show. Anybody else? Put your name in the chat so I can see who's ready. Oh, all right, we got you. She's listening in, but too loud where she's at. That's okay. We'll give you another day. All right. I think Felicity had to take off, but let me just put her name there. If she's here, we want her to go first. Okay, there we go. 4. And let's see who else. Put their name. Let's see. All right, so. All right, so okay. All right, so we got at least 3 people. Put in your chat, see if who else is ready. Okay. And we get some of these. Okay. All right, so I got that one. I got yours, Megan. And let's go to the next one. And then I got Kaylee, I got yours too. And the long walk one. And let's see who else is on there. Let me see if I can get Felicity's. Okay. All right, Felicity, I got one that says present day issues. All right, let's go ahead and give Megan. Are you there? Oh no, she's saying it. She's in a place where it's too loud. All right. No, Megan. Not Megan's the one that said. Kaylee, are you ready? Kaylee.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let me turn up a little volume here. Everybody probably can hear you, but
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of sick right now, so I sound awful, but
well, hopefully we can let you go in a few minutes. All right, so let's go do this. And let's get you there. There. All right, Kaylee.
Okay, at the beginning of the end, I was about 12 or 13 and the men came and rounded all of us up. They came and killed all my family's sheep and offered us food and shelter if we went with them. I did not want to go. They took everything from us. Our sheep were our whole life and part of my family. How could they do this to us? They rounded up everyone I knew and took all of us to start walking. I was so confused and had no idea where we were going. My whole family was terrified of these strange people, but as long as we were together, everything would be okay. What will our lives be like now that we are driven from our home, now that we have to leave everything behind? Long walk. This whole time we had nothing to call our own. All of our belongings we had to leave behind. The only thing we have are the clothes on our back. There is no food for all of us, and we don't remember the last time we had a full meal. My legs feel like they're going to fall off. I've never had to use them this much, and my feet just ache all the time. I'm worried for my other family members even more than myself. My mom and grandparents are not as strong as me since I am young. I have my older siblings and younger who are so much help to me. I don't know what I would do without them. Every day we just walk and walk and walk. I don't know how long it will be until we finally reach a strange place that we are told of. The arrival. I lost so many people and family members along the way, either from starvation or from the cold or just plain cruelty. My siblings and other extended family, even friends that I've known since I was born. I can't even describe the pain that we have all gone through. We had to trek for so long and went across rivers, which many of us couldn't swim. And once we arrived to Bosque Redondo, it was freezing and we had to burn our hogans for warmth. They have given us strange food also, and we have lost many because of this. But we all stuck together and made it. There is still not much here for us, and we are also so sad for everyone and everything we have lost. Going home. We are finally going back home to where we belong. We made the long walk all the way back home. We were so happy. Everyone was crying as soon as we made it, and my mom and grandma were so emotional.
Very nice. Yeah. If everybody, if this is Canyon de Chelly, and this is Spider Rock, and yes, there were people living down in the canyon. There's a road. You can see all these dirt roads that you can go all the way up to Spider Rock, or you can just stay on top. You can look down on Spider Rock. Anyway, Kelly, yeah, thank you. Let me see. Here we go. Presentation. And let's see, who else do we have? Kaylee's done. Okay, shift. And Megan said it's hard for her. Felicity, are you here or are you gone? Let's see. Oh, Megan's coming in, maybe. There we go. All right, she is calling in. Okay. Yeah, looks like Felicity's gone. So tomorrow in your chat, can you, any one of you here, if you're going to be presenting, if you're going to present tomorrow, go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll put you on the list, okay? If you're ready. Or if you know somebody's going to be ready. So let's put them on the list for tomorrow. So we know that Megan might be here tomorrow. And let's see. Okay. Okay, Kaylee, got another one tomorrow. So yeah, we'll put Navajo leaders. Okay, good. Just to give us an idea that somebody's going to do it. Okay, yeah, good job. Good job. So we got another one. All right, good. So we at least know there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tomorrow. 5 is still open. All righty. Very good. So this is Tuesdays, but we'll keep this the way it is. Anybody have any questions on? So by now you should know that the PowerPoint or the slides is the heart of the Navajo government. Yeah, you do the listening, the research, the answering the questions. Those are all part. You turn it in, get extra credit. But the heart of it is if you did a presentation or not. Okay. And right now we got 6, but 7 is because we missed number 5, right? So 7 is the number. All right. Anybody have any questions? Yeah. Hey, thank you for coming in today. We're going to let you go. Let you guys go early. Get yourself ready for tomorrow. Email me, text me if you have any questions on anything. You can go ahead and listen to these little video clips. Let me just let's see, what time is it now? About 5, almost 5. Let's just give you a taste of this one right here. I think
Navajo Nation leaders are drawing attention to a problem most do not realize is. Navajo Nation leaders are drawing attention to a problem most do not realize is occurring, both in and around their borders. Human trafficking.
News specialist Tamara Vaifanua tells us how a Utah organization is helping them protect their people.
The group is called Restoring Ancestral Winds, and they are alerting people on the Navajo Nation that human trafficking is a real threat, but they can combat it together as a community. Navajo Nation President Jonathan Nez proclaimed January Human Trafficking Awareness Month.
We affirm our commitment to reunite, heal, and restore Navajo families, and to end human trafficking.
A trafficking victim is anyone who is forced, defrauded, and forced into various forms of labor or services. One of the trafficking routes in the U.S. comes right through Navajo Nation.
In border towns, you see these fake massage or business parlors across that have a commercial front, but in high tourist season, the hotel and motels become a point of interest for trafficking.
Moroni Benali is with the Utah-based Restoring Ancestral Winds. He says survivors need support to get through the trauma, which is genetically passed down from their ancestors who've endured their own losses.
If there's trafficking that's happening at a community level, it impacts the way the community thinks about themselves.
Benali says if people feel protected by both public safety and health leaders, they won't have to suffer in silence.
The more that we are able to help them find connection to larger relations and help them remember their place in them, the more they're able to heal from situations like trafficking.
Throughout the month, the Navajo Nation will be holding these types of discussions as well as seminars. For more information on resources as well, we'll go ahead and put it on our website at ksltv.com. For Live at 5, I'm Tamara Vaifanua.
all righty, very good. Hey, thanks for coming in today. We'll go ahead and stop the record.